right, guys.
Oof.
Monthly time frame, right? This might be a decent setup from what I'm seeing, but we'll see. Monthly
Yeah.
time frame, grab your key levels as well. Try to get as many touches as possible, guys. As many touches as possible, right? Because if you do place a year, right, guess what? You only got one, two, three, four. I mean, you can actually, this is actually pretty, like, this is like a decent support as well, because on the left side, you have a lot of touches. So what you can do is you can place two, right? Place 1 year. There's a guy, a lot of touches there as well. Then you're gonna have to place one at the top as well. Dang, just got a lot of rejections going on, man. It's a lot. We'll place it right here, right? One, two, three, four. There's a lot of rejections going on, right? Pretty much, it is bouncing between 1.66824, 1.633, 137, right? Bounce, 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 up, bounce, bounce, reject, reject, sorry, reject. And now it's currently at solid monthly resistance, right? So be skeptical because the market can uh go for that support as well, right? But we're gonna have to work our way all the way down, especially on a daily time frame to actually see what's going on, right? Mm, let's see. That's a pretty interesting setup, to be honest. It's a good support level, resistance level on the monthly. I'm not going to do too much on the weekly time frame, but definitely gonna be placing a line right here because that's a crazy because that was a crazy weekly support if you're looking at it from here to there, right? Reject, 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 cheese, reject, 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 broke below, and now it's currently trading below that major weekly support level. So we definitely have to be extremely careful with this setup for sure. The daily time frame is going to tell us everything that we need to know. 1000%. It's going to tell us everything that we need to know. Yep. So what would you guys call this trend? It is choppy, so don't be hard on yourself if you actually get this trend wrong.
But again, same deal as the last pair. Depending on how you draw your trend line, it
Exactly.
could have it could have broken trend. And I mean, to be honest, you should see buys, but when you had it zoomed in there, you're seeing a
That
lot
was,
of momentum loss, and it
that was
yeah,
yeah,
could
definitely.
really see some sells coming.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what? I'm just going to remove those lines real quick, and I'm going to focus on purely structure and see. And then after that, we're just going to add those lines, right, to actually help us out. But so Jeff, you said it's an uptrend. I think Rika said downtrend. Zach,
Yeah.
we say uptrend or downtrend?
I said
I,
it was
I'm 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 gonna say it's broken and go for down at this point.
All right, all right. Anyone else?
I think it's an
I think it's uptrend.
So we got
yeah.
how many options we are right now? Three,
Yo,
four.
I was gonna say, especially when like you zoom out,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's like an uptrend, and then there was like a lot of consolidation going on, and then it broke. So I'm gonna go for sell, man.
All right.
Yeah, dude. I'm
Um,
so like when you zoom in, I see the momentum loss and I see like it broke that heavy support. So I'm thinking if on that last green candle, if it goes back to the support that it broke and rejects it, that's pretty good confirmation of it going bullish or like not
There,
bullish.
all right, all right, all right, guys. This is, even for me, this is very choppy setup, right? So, but first thing I'm going to do is do structure first, right? And that's definitely gonna help us out a lot, right? So we got the low. Would it be nice to have a nice high low in this area right here, but never did. We went all the way up right here. This is definitely proper. You know what? Let's talk the setup right here because it'll definitely make more sense, right? Let's see. This is because I can't really call this a low and a high because the market never dropped to give you. Let me show you guys what I mean, right? The market never dropped to give you a 50 or 61.8 after it gave you that high right here, right? Just stuck at 38.2 and then came close to the 50, but you know, I would not classify this as a high low. So I'm definitely going to start the analysis right here, right, and see what's going on. So let me go back on the daily time frame. You know, sometimes guys, you're gonna see this type of pairs, and it's best to actually stay away from them, to be honest. But let's start right here, right? We got the low, right? Got the high for sure. This is the fib. Sorry, guys. Insert shade. And then if you grab the fib, right, the fib retracement, place it from here to there. The market gave you a beautiful 61.8% retracement. So this is a proper high low, right? So I'm just trying to get the actual trend by placing my key structures, right? And then if you place it from here, right? Fib again, this is from the most recent high low all the way to the most recent high, because this high is higher than this. So that's actually proper structure as well. Right? The market went all the way down. This is not structure. I didn't call this. Yeah, it's just like Zach said, man, it's similar to that GC setup, man, because was this an actual high? The market broke below the high, came back for the retest, or was this the actual pullback right here? Hmm. Let me go back on the weekly to see it's going to help us out. Low, high, higher low, higher high. Very similar to GC for sure. The only reason I'm going to go with this because the market did give you a 50% retracement there,
So what
right?
would you say, man? Because it didn't go up to create another higher high, but it also
Yeah,
didn't
I
break
know, like we're
structure.
not there yet, right? We're just here right now based on that. Right. So what I was saying is this is definitely a high low for me. The reason being is after the market give you the RAI, it did respect the 50%, even close to the 61.8%. So this is definitely high. Sorry, this is definitely a high low for me, right? Because if the market didn't go for the 50 or 61, then I probably would have said this is like a break and a retest, right? But after the market gave us the 50 or 61.8% retracement right here to give us a nice higher low, the market went all the way up, trying to create, like Jeff said, right? Trying to create a next higher high, right? But it never did, right? It lost momentum. But instead of creating a higher high, the market created what, guys?
Would you call that an equal high or
Right? So now look at it from the left side, right? So the market went all the way up, it failed to break above the previous higher high, right? So now this becomes a
So
high.
that's now the high? Yeah.
Sorry, say it again.
So that original higher high is now the high, and that's
Exactly.
a higher low?
lower high?
No, yeah.
Lower high, exactly, guys, right? So yet again, very similar to GC, right? The market created a lower high, which is, as we all know, an indication that the market might go down, which it did go down, right? The market went down, right? To wipe out the previous structure right here. Guys, this is very advanced level, right? For the new guys, if you don't get it, you're gonna definitely gonna have to go watch the previous or even ask questions right now if you don't get it, right? So the market went below the previous structure, the previous high low, right? Because remember this high low, higher low, higher low. Right now, this becomes a lower high, right? High, lower high. The market went below the previous high low, right? And then now came back, and then now it is probably retest this whole area as a high low. Let me make sure I do it properly, right? This whole area is a high low right here. Came back, and it is now retesting this entire level, right? So if you ask me, I would be I'd be looking toward um a sell instead of a buy, right? Am I going to sell it? Hell no. Because that's pretty much the same setup as a GC. I'm not trying to like the guys, the minute you have sell confluences and buy confluences, bro, just stay out. You know what I mean? Just stay out. This might be the actual high low, right? But we do not know for sure, right? Because it is so choppy, right? But if you do grab the trend line though, if you do grab the trend line, right? Right? Touch went all the way up, touch went all the way up, right? Touch went all the way up. Guess what? Lost momentum, broke below it. But we definitely have more sell confluences than buy confluences, that's for sure. Right? Like if I was looking for it, if I was desperate for a trade, I'd definitely be looking for a sell, right? Because EA was trending up nicely, right? Going up, going up, going up, giving you proper structures, right? From here, you got the low, got the high, got the higher low, got the higher high, got the higher low. Then the market went all the way up, right? Lost momentum to give you a lower high, right? Now this becomes a high, this became a lower high, then broke below the trend, but let me see if you had a retest. Broke below the trend, retested it, right? And then now it's currently trading below the previous structure, which is the lower high. So now I'm going to do something real quick to actually confirm the sell, right? So let's say if you're looking for a sell, this should tell us everything that we need to know, guys. This is the trick that I use, right? Every time that I'm confused or lost, right? So you're gonna have to place it from the opposite way, right? You're gonna have to place the fib from the top all the way from this, right? You got the 100%,
Ooh.
0, went all the way up. Oh yeah, this is definitely,
Oh, all the way
yeah, went
down
all
to
the way
minus
up.
7.
Smash TP1, smash TP2. Yeah, guys, this is definitely a man. This one was this one was very tough to analyze it, but but we definitely did well on that one for sure. So now let's see if this was proper 61.8% or if this was even 50%, right? So all you gotta do, guys, actually just tell me. So what would you guys do in this case, right? So now the city market give you the high, higher low, right? You place your fib, right? This is a 61.8% retracement, went all the way up to smash TP1 at the 0%, which is the previous structure right here. Then give you this become a lower low, right? Guys, right? This is a high, this is a low, this is a lower high, right? And then now this become a what, right? Looks like it has become a lower low right here, right? It- Guys, now you have to start looking at it from the opposite direction, right? For sells, is lower highs and lower lows. For buys, is higher highs and higher lows, right? Because this is lower than this. That's why it's called a lower low, right? This is lower than this high. That's why it's called a lower high. So what would you guys do next if you guys were looking for a sell?
Put the fib at the lower high, 0% at the lower low. Just wait for it to go between 50, 61.8.
Well said, bro. Well said. There we go, guys. There you have it. There you have it, right? Obviously, man, very choppy setup. But guess what? It still came back to close below the 61, right? Reject, 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 reject. Grab your money again. Yeah, definitely not trade despair, guys. Imagine if you get all these rejections right here at the 61, which is a beautiful entry, beautiful sell 1000%, right? You place your sell, the market is dropping, you happy, da da da. You're supposed to have the 78, went up, grab your money, and then dump, right? And you get back again at the 61 because you see the market going below the 61, you get at the 61 again, grab your money again. But this, I would have been cheese because after the market grabbed the last,
Twice?
it
Yeah.
dumped heavy, right? Yeah. Like after it went up to grab your money at the 78.6, the thing dumped, oh my God, 350 something, 370 pips. I would have been mad for sure, right? But as you guys can see, this is definitely not the right pair to trade, especially as a beginner. Even for me, look at how long that's the longest I think I've ever taken to actually analyze a pair. I'm not even gonna lie. Too much brain power going on, man. You do not need that at all when it comes to day trading, right? The easier the setup, the better it is for you, right? If you have to be like, oh, maybe this might be a buy, maybe this might be a sell. Let me grab the fib to place it here, to place it there. Trust me, man, just stay away. And as you guys can see as well, way too many money grab. Grab your money, grab your money, grab your even this you would have lost the trade because of a spread, right? because it came so close to the 78.6, never touched it, but because of the spread, you would have lost that, right? You would have lost it again. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times before the market actually went your way, right? So right now, what I'm seeing is probably gonna go for the 0% as for TP1 and minus 27% as TP2, right? And the second reason why I wouldn't take this as well, because guess what, guys? It's currently trading above the 20 daily moving averages, right? So that means you still have some buy confluences as well. And who knows, this might actually be the lower high, right? Sorry, the higher low, right? For it to go up, right? But if I had to choose between a buy and a sell, I would definitely be looking to sell it, right? Am I going to sell it? Nah, I'm staying out because it's looking like 60% it might go my way type, right? And I do not like this kind of setups. And especially if you're a beginner, man, stay away from EA. I would not recommend EA, right? If you're trying to make some money, go straight with EJ. As you guys can see, was like literally, it took us literally like less than 5 minutes to analyze EJ, right? So just go with EJ for sure. EA, we're staying out, right? We're staying out for sure.